did a great job, you guys. Wait, no, I'm orange shirt. No, I look like me. I'm wearing a vest and a hat. Yep. Right. Right. Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome all the way out to Black Rock Station, way out here. Long bike ride.
Not if you have an e-bike.
Yeah. Or you have a vehicle pass and could drive out like we did.
Yeah. Or, but you know, also conversely, you can always take the train.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, the train didn't provide local service to within Black Rock City, but it did allow people to go to Black Rock City to from points west or points east.
Wes, your last name is pronounced Modes?
Just Modes, yeah. Though on Playa, I'm Rico Thunder.
Okay. Rico Thunder.
I guess that's probably what.
Doug, are we good?
I just did one more test thing, and I'm uploading it now. And then, so I'd say.
Hello, how's it going?
Space as soon as it's finished uploading. If you want.
Well, I'm glad you made it all the way out here. It's a long trip.
What shot we got?
I think you are muted, by the way. Oh, hello, Hank. I didn't realize it was you. Of course, it looks like you, so I should have known.
We're getting a little bit of feedback. You're talking.
Are you muted, Hank?
You're not talking. You now.
I was. Now I'm not.
Now you're not. Now I can see you saying
There he
things.
is.
Yes.
Have you gone in the station? Because that's pretty spectacular
not.
with a little bubble. Try
I'm going to
it.
do that right now.
Okay.
I'm going to step in this bubble first.
So Justin is here, by the way. What is Justin wearing?
I'm right here.
Justin's here. Yeah, so you know Espresso Buzz, right?
I do. You do?
He's right behind you. Yeah, he's a member of the station crew and the camp in Costco.
Oh, hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, that's fantastic. Good.
Excellent.
Yeah. Welcome back to the station, right?
Yeah, the representation is fantastic. It looks amazing.
Well, I guess we're just kind of waiting. We're trying to get a little something to work here to heighten the realism. Doug is our grand and powerful Oz is working on a little something.
Where are we talk from? Nope,
What's that, Doug?
Where you want to talk from? Where does it?
I mean, I think this is as good a spot as anything, right? Just kind of right in front of the bubble.
Yeah.
So it'd be a little.
Where did Rico
If you
go?
go from this angle, you can see him in the background.
We lost Rico Thunder.
All right. I'll be the stand-in.
That's it.
Be the proxy Rico.
If you do the talk from like this angle, then you can see Wes in the background of the bubble.
Oh yeah.
It's up to you guys.
Absolutely.
Justin, I
here we are.
literally got lost in menus.
Well, Doug, do you want to just let us know we can get started and you want
Yeah,
to just
why don't we get set
maybe,
up?
maybe we'll get started and just let us know when you're ready, and we can always do a reset at some point.
If you stand right over there, the
Yes,
bubble in the background, it
let's,
looks like you're in front of the
gather
actual
where you
station.
want to be.
Oh, that's true. Look at this.
Yeah.
And you get
Right.
Wes in there with his
And there's Wes, and there's me,
aspirations to
actually.
himself.
Right.
Wes and I are both in this shot, which is kind of funny.
Wes, do you
All
hear
right,
the
Wes.
space?
All right, Wes, you want to come on over here?
Sure.
Oh, it's perfect.
Doug, no, I
Great.
haven't heard the.
Welcome,
Haven't
everybody. Welcome all the way out. Pretty close to the trash fence, aren't we, Wes?
Close to what?
Trash
Wes,
fence.
you might be muted.
No, I hear him.
Hear him? I don't hear him for some reason.
Hmm.
We don't have an on air. I just have to amplify my voice. I don't have an on air.
I don't know if my thing worked. I got to figure out what's going on. Anyway, get going with the talking.
All right. We'll wait. We'll show back up.
Okay,
All right.
and we're back.
Hello.
Interestingly, Doug, I just have amplify my voice. I don't see any on-air controls under my host tools.
That's because there's only one instance.
Ah, great. Okay, thank you for that. And thank you, Sarah. Okay, everybody, welcome all the way out to Black Rock Station, all the way back in Burning Man 2022. We are here with artist, proprietor, train station operator. What is your official title, Wes? I'm not hearing
He's muted.
Wes.
I'm not either.
Okay, else is hearing him either.
Nope.
You might be muted, Wes. Nope. Not hearing Wes. You can, oh, that's interesting. Some people can hear Wes, but others cannot, and I cannot, and
Cannot.
cannot.
I'm on a PC though.
I'm on Quest.
Wes, can you re-enter? Just re-enter real quick. It'll be fast.
I hear Wes too.
Strange.
Ah, the train.
I hear a train now.
Oh, here it comes. Oh, you might want to clear the tracks, guys.
Good job.
And we'll probably want to reset one more time, actually, once we establish Wes. That's great. The train sound is fantastic. I can't hear Wes at all, unfortunately.
I don't know.
His lips aren't even moving. So
Hold space for you.
All right, resetting space one more time, just for fun, guys. Let's do one again.
All right.
okay, and we're back. Even though I can see Wes right here.
Which one is you?
Hopefully he's
Justin?
coming back shortly here.
Welcome to the Black Rock stage. Is it working?
Can you hear me
Oh.
now?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, hooray! I
Okay,
had to
great.
bring
Come
it
on over,
up
Wes.
again. Okay, on my way. Doop, doop.
Through the miracles of brute force and persistence, here we all are, about ready to get started.
Yeah, that's the have you tried restarting method.
That's it. Did you unplug it and plug it in?
Time
All
honored.
right, everybody, welcome to the Black Rock Station. An art piece from Burning Man 2022. Installed all the way out near the trash fence, way far out in a really beautiful little spot all by itself. I'm here with Wes Modes, artist behind it. And what is your official role, Wes, with the project?
So I am one of the two primary artists. The other artist is SL Benz, who is kind of cruising around in the background here in my IRL. And yeah, it's glad to have you all. I don't know how many of you can actually raise your hand. Just curious who saw it in real life. Raise your hand. Okay, Hank, a couple other people. Some hearts. Nice. Oh, I'm hearing a train because I just restarted. Are you all hearing that?
We are. It just came through for us.
Okay, great. So this is a multimedia and sound piece, and obviously it has some sculptural elements. We'll just wait for the train to pass here.
You're just a little bit behind us, Wes.
Yep. So a little bit about the history of Black Rock Station. It was a project that was started in the mid 1930s, and it got financing through Black Rock City public funds around then, and around 1936, and opened in 1938. And so it's been serving Black Rock City and the points are nearby since then. So as you know, the tracks cross the playa just past the 12-mile entrance, and they go along the playa at around Trago. So Trago would be the next stop eastbound, and westbound Gerlach would be the next stop. So I am one of the two financiers who helped with that project. And in Burning Man 2022, we created this project with a crew of about 13 folk. And we had a big opening event, which was the Golden Spike ceremony, which you're welcome to all come into this little bubble behind me and check it out. We'll see if we can fit all these people in here.
Now this is kind of fun, Wes, because I was actually out here while we were shooting this. And Wes, you can see in the white shirt with the black vest and the tan pants over there.
And there's SL Benz, who's putting our friend Squirrelsy on the tracks.
So, Wes, could you tell us a little bit about when folks would come out to the Black Rock Station? They'd be coming up from the other side, typically, of this building that we're looking at. What would they encounter, and what were they instructed to do, and what would their experience and their journey be like visiting the station out on Playa?
Well, it's a train station, so people might come to check out the architecture of these classic rural train stations. And people could visit the dispatcher window. We'll step inside in a minute, and they could get a ticket, which they could choose. I saw Justin cruising around in the bubble here. I don't know if we're all in sync, seeing the same bubble or not. And they could get a ticket, and they could either go. The Western Pacific serves Black Rock City between San Francisco and Chicago, and they could get a ticket for points east or points west. And there was a daily westbound train that left at I think 7:49 p.m. and there was a daily eastbound train to Chicago at 7:23 a.m. if I remember right. And so we told them to take that ticket and give it to the conductor when asked on the train. Apparently, Justin, you still have your ticket, and the conductor
I do.
never asked for it, huh?
I'm one of the ones that slipped through the cracks. Yeah.
I guess so. Signals are working signals, and so before a train comes, let's go ahead and step outside. So the train bridge that's above me, the signal bridge, it would signal green or red depending on which way the train was going. You could usually hear the train when it was, 2 or 3 minutes out from Black Rock Station. And as we heard earlier, and another one should be coming by here soon. And when the train entered the block, we generally, the crossing signals would also trigger. So let's go ahead and step to the other side of the bubble here. So this is our rural crossing over here. And these signals would light and flash, and you would of course hear the ding, 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 classic train crossing. But
And this on Playa would be accompanied by the unmistakable, very loud and rumbling and bass-heavy sound of said train cruising through the station.
Absolutely. So it would shake the entire station when it came by. So we're going to step inside the station. A lot of people came just to enjoy and check out the architecture of this classic rural station and hang out in there. And I'll show you some features inside. So there's another little bubble inside. So we're looking at sort of a live bubble that Justin filmed inside the train station. So let's go ahead and check that out.
And it's kind of fun to look through the windows of the train station before you go inside as well, because you can see the video through the windows with people inside and the interior. Kind of a neat little effect. And then you can come on inside. I'm going to go ahead and mute and unmute when not talking for our crew that was maybe hearing a little bit of feedback from the public Zoom. So Wes, what's the experience like for folks when they come up, and who would they get to talk to, and how do the interactions typically go? Anyone else hear Wes? I'm not hearing Wes.
I do not hear Wes.
I do not hear Wes. Wes, maybe just mute and unmute your. Oh, that's the problem. That's going to be your problem right there. All right. Well, I can. In the meantime, I can tell you a little bit about my experience. I came up to the ticket counter. They asked me where I was headed. I remember not knowing and saying, where can I go? And there were various different options available to me, some of them very esoteric, but all very serious. And so they gave me an official ticket and a stamp and the whole routine. And here's Wes again.
And yeah, and hopefully you can hear me, yes?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Justin?
Yes, we got you.
Okay,
we got you now, Wes. So if you could just tell us a little bit about what the experience of participants was when they came in here. They went up to the ticket counter. Who did they talk to? How did the interactions go?
You're doing a great job. Usually people would ask for something very esoteric, like, can I go to the moon? And unfortunately, I have to say, like, we don't serve. Western Pacific doesn't have service to the moon. But you're welcome to get a ticket to Chicago or San Francisco, where you may be able to find, a connecting carrier that would take you to the moon or to Bliss or to wherever. Many people just wanted to arrange a train home at the end of the event. So in that case, like a lot of people live in the Bay Area, so we would give them a ticket to Oakland or San Francisco, leaving for whatever, September 4th or 5th. And from there, they could catch a train. I don't know if you guys have heard another train since you came in, but the trains come relatively regularly.
We haven't heard it yet.
You haven't heard it yet, but
I'm hearing
now.
it now because I just came back into the room, right? So you'll notice if you step inside to the station that there's a TV that when it was turned on was showing whatever program happened to be on. The train itself, the train station, experiences a phenomena that we don't really have an explanation for, where it slips through time. So that changes what we see on the TV and what we hear on the radio in the office, and even the kind of trains that we're experiencing when we're at the station. So if you step into the office, which is something you can't do in, there's already somebody here. Who's that? That's good. So you can step into the office and you can actually go right up to the window and you can.
We are. Most of us are hearing the train right now, Wes. It's
Okay,
a
great.
fun effect. Yeah.
I'll wait a second.
Hey, can I sell a ticket here?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Where would you
somebody
like to
comes up
go?
the window. So yeah, there's some. Hello. Where are you intending to
Hello.
go?
Oh, am I in the outside? I'm inside selling tickets.
No, I'm in the office right now, and I'm the train dispatcher, and I'm happy to give you a ticket.
Okay, I want a ticket to ride.
Unfortunately, Civic doesn't serve Nevada, but you can connect. You can catch a connecting carrier if you go to Elko, and I'm happy to sell you if that works for you.
Sure. I'll
When were you
go.
planning on
Okay.
leaving?
Pardon?
When were you planning on leaving?
At tomorrow around dawn.
Okay, that's perfect. I don't know about dawn, but 7:28 there is a eastbound train that will be arriving at Black Rock Station, and if we are on the fly, I would hand you a ticket right now and punch it for you, and there you go.
Can I bring luggage?
It's up to you. Yeah, sure.
And is
You
there a
can bring-
dining car?
You could even bring your bike. Yes, Western Pacific does feature the Vistadome cars, so you could see Feather River Canyon as you travel.
Why, thank you for your help. I'll be on the platform at 7.
So what I didn't expect about the station was that people were obsessed with what the station was. And as far as the artist was concerned, the only secret was that there were trains that came on their own schedule. There's a train station posted right beside the ticket window, or train schedule. And yeah, people just like spent hours messing with the vending machine or trying to get the combo of the mailboxes and reading all the notes of the community, figure out what the mystery box secret was.
Are there any particular memories of yours from working at the Black Rock Station this past year that stand out for you? Any moments or any people or civic interactions that you're particularly fond of?
I was pretty enamored with our Golden Spike ceremony, the rededication of the station that's right outside here. And we have a humble ceremony rededicate the restoration of the station. In this year, we're going to rededicate the station in 2023. So if you feel like, oh shit, I missed this, well, you'll be able to catch it again in 2023. These additions of the station, which will surprise you with later.
Can you talk to us a little bit about the construction methodology? What went into building something like this? I mean, it's the structure itself is very robust. It's a little building. You've got train tracks. You've got all of the gear. How do you build something like this on the playa? What did it take to do and accomplish?
Outside of the platform.
So gehen wir jetzt hin? Ja, wo woanders hingehen? Da war noch ein Programmpunkt. Nachher geht das nächste los, die Tanzparty, das geht erst nach einer halben Stunde los. Mal gucken, was noch so ist. Wir können wieder zum Hauptding gehen. Ist noch was hier sonst? Soll ich kurz Szene und dann kann ich nachher Tanzparty ins Bett. Ja. Genau, wollen wir einfach sagen, wir machen wieder eine halbe Stunde nochmal? Voll? In einer halben Stunde? Kurz vor. Wir können uns ja kurz vor nochmal in der Hauptwelt treffen dann. Oder so. Ja, genau. Jetzt am Hinkommen jetzt? Also du kannst auch übrigens, wenn du in diesem Ding drin bist, wenn du auf People gehst, ne? Dann kannst du mich sehen als Freund und dann kannst du auf Go to User machen. Dann kommst du in die gleiche Welt, wo ich auch gerade bin. Beziehungsweise ich kann das bei dir auch machen.
Hey guys, we're doing an interview over here. Would you mind?
So,
Thank you.
Ja.
Sorry about that, Wes. Hey, Wes, I'm going to interrupt you for a second if you can hear me. We're having a hard time hearing you. You're kind of stuttering on and off. We try mute and unmute one more time for us and see if that helps.
I am now unmuted. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, that sounds much better.
I can also turn up my volume just using the little volume-y guy.
I think we were just getting some glitching, and sometimes we just gotta, hit that reset and mute and unmute, and that seems to fix it.
All right. So just saying that the tracks and the railroad ties were all real train ties, and so picking up these tracks, which were what they call 60 pound rail, meaning they weighed 60 pounds per yard. So if you have 30-foot segments, that's about 600 pounds. And putting all those in place was not a small deal. That was fun. And yeah, big shout out to Heat that made a lot of that possible and helped a lot with that. They were our favorite between the ass support for the artists and the heavy equipment folk. Man, they made everything so much better and more fun for us.
About how many people on your crew did it take to assemble all of this and then take it back down again?
We had about 8 to 10 folks who were like physically building, and then we had 2 or 3 folks who were like our crew care people who kept us fed. Things like fresh lasagna and jambalaya and biscuits and gravy in the morning. Like it was pretty swanky living by Playa standards, any standards really.
And for people that don't understand what it's like to build art, and particularly something that's like a performance piece like this, where you're staffing it and operating it, what is your Burning Man experience like as an artist, spending so much time out here in Deep Playa at the art piece, both building it and operating it? Do you get to enjoy the rest of Burning Man, or is this kind of your Burning Man?
Yes, both are true, I think. We spent a lot of time at the station during the event, but for the most part, the station took care of itself. So when we weren't here, all of our crew are also members of Camp Costco. And so we spent a lot of time, helping people find their soulmates when we weren't here at the station, just making sure things were okay. I think that, like everybody who was here in 2022, it was a really different experience to have it both so dusty and blowy and hot, as well as the fact that none of us actually like people after the pandemic. So all of that was a lot. Good, but a lot.
Now, you may have touched on some of this when you were stuttering. I'm not sure. I couldn't hear you before. But when we're talking about how you constructed it, what kind of materials were used? Are they, environmentally conscious? And was that important to you as part of the build?
Good question, Justin. Thank you. Everything we could, we used recycled or reclaimed materials, not just merely for ecological reasons, but also just because that's kind of the way we roll as artists. I'm hearing a train, but I bet you guys aren't. I should probably get off the track. But here's at a different time.
Yeah, we're not. The rest of us aren't hearing it right now, but you're on a little bit of a different cycle. But we all travel to the pace of our own train, I guess.
Right. Well said. Yeah. So everything is just stuff that we can scavenge for the most part, which is fun. So these are like old windows, and like inside you'll see what we called Betsy. It was an art vending machine. Hand built or scavenged from wherever we found it.
And we're hearing the train now.
Okay, tell me when the train passes. You should get off the track.
Okay, there goes this. Oh, geez. Oh, Jesus. Thank you.
Yeah. The drone is our interview drone.
What was the reaction predominantly of participants as you experienced it from folks, and when you get to sort of get those reactions from people and interact with those folks, what does that do for you as an artist? Is that where it all kind of comes full circle for you? And what is the feeling like?
Yeah, good leading question. So we uniformly, people's reactions were really enthusiastic. People were really positive. And it was really satisfying to hear from folks just how much they loved the piece. That made it, with the idea that other people would probably like it if we liked it. But it was very satisfying that people liked it as much as they did. It did make it really satisfying, like every time to come and check out the community board and see that new people had posted new things on the community board, that people had interacted it with in all sorts of ways, some quite unexpectedly and emergent from what we had intended. Yeah, people love the art that was in the art vending machine in Betsy, which was the contributions of dozens of artists. So as much as possible during the project, we tried to collaborate as much as we could with other artists. So that was a fun part of the piece.
All right. Well, I'd like to just kind of ask you a little bit of a personal question, personal journey for you as an artist. Was there a point in your life when you decided that you would become an artist? Have you always been interested in building things? And particularly when it comes to large-scale public art, like Burning Man is known for, how did you sort of find your way into that? And how did you, when you finally looked in the mirror one day and said, geez, I guess I'm an artist, how did that happen?
So I also teach art at UCSC. So like students ask, like, am I an artist? An artist? And it's like, what I always tell them is that artists make art, right? And I think that each of the members of our crew, many of whom don't consider themselves artists, we had to remind them that they were helping create this.
Wes, I'm going to interrupt you real quick again. I'm sorry, you're cutting out in a similar fashion, so maybe you could mute and unmute for us one more time. And let's see.
Okay.
Sounds better.
Sounds fine here.
Please continue your thought.
Okay. Oh, maybe it's you, Justin. So yeah, I just had to remind each member of the crew that we are all creating an art project together, and whether they consider themselves artists or not, they were artists, right? We had a crew of people who think of themselves maybe more as builders.
Okay, now we have definitely lost your audio again, Wes. Maybe try that one more time, see if that fixes it. Mute and unmute.
Unmuting. How about
okay,
now?
Now we have you again, so we may just have to do that a few times.
I see Hank nodding. Okay, Hank, just keep nodding if you can hear me.
You can hear you.
Thank you. So Hank, by the way, who's behind you in the floral outfit, is one of the artists that was on the crew. Hank brought his photographic talents. Thank you, Hank. And if you step into the bubble of the Golden Spike ceremony, you'll see a whole bunch of the artists who are on our crew. I mean, I think that, I've been going to Burning Man since 1992. And I think that even predates me thinking of myself as an artist. And I think that Burning Man played a large part in just like kind of changing the way that I viewed art and the way I viewed artists and how we approach making things. Check.
Fantastic.
Thanks for the good questions, Justin.
Oh, and I think you might be cutting out one more time on us. Maybe mute and unmute one more time for us. And just give me a little test.
Okay. How's that?
Okay, that's good. Well, if we've got about 20 minutes left on this event, and I'm wondering if there isn't anything else that you think we haven't quite covered just in the general discussion. Maybe what we could do is we could activate the space, and maybe you could take your position behind the counter, and folks can come up and experience a little bit of what it's like. Would you be willing to do that for us?
What about talking about 360?
Yeah, please, by all means.
Thanks, Hank. So the piece, I'll just keep my eye on Hank. Shake your head if you stop hearing me well, okay? So the piece went from Black Rock City. We had originally intended to pull the whole thing apart, and then, I don't know, it would sit and molder in my yard until 2023. But we got an email from Crimson like the week or 2 weeks before it was ready to go to the playa, inviting us to bring it to 360. And so 360 is a space, a community and art space that is in Gerlach. It's just about a mile outside of Gerlach, a couple miles. And with the help of heat, we moved the entire station to 360 and then reset it up at 360. So right now it's in the snow in Gerlach, with beautiful snow on the roof. It's really a surreal sight. And trains are coming by and everything.
How fun.
And you're planning to bring it back to the playa in 2023, right?
Yep. So you'll see it in 2023, and there will be some additions to the station. thanks to some public bonds in Black Rock City, we'll be doing some more building as well.
If
But
folks
yeah.
wanted to get involved with the project, is that possible for folks to volunteer?
Absolutely. And if I'm sure that there's a lot of artists around us here, if you're really excited about participating in the project, talk to us and we'll figure out a way to collaborate either with your own camp or your own project, or figure out ways that maybe you can contribute art to the project as well. That's a good question.
And there's also an Instagram account they can follow.
Yeah. What is it?
Black Rock Station, isn't it?
Yes, though I don't know. Yeah, it's Black Rock Station. So
all right, you can follow on Instagram at Black Rock Station. When you look to the future of Black Rock Station, do you see it evolving in any ways, or are we kind of satisfied with the vision as it was produced this last year at Burning Man?
We were pretty satisfied with it, but there will be some expansion in 2023.
Excellent. Anything you want to share with us, or is that kept under wraps for now?
What we found was that when the train traveled through time, because it slips through time, when there were diesel locomotives, it was fine. They would come, they would stop. But the steam locomotive engineers requested us to install a water tower so they could refill the water for the steam engine. So we're going to be building a water tower as well.
Now, will that actually be a functional water tower to keep the crew hydrated while you're out here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe showers.
Dirty showers.
Dirty showers. Excellent. Hank, I want to thank you for your jumping in, and anything else that you're thinking that would be interesting for people to know.
I'm visited. Everyone loved it. Yeah, it was very popular. It was one of the pieces that a lot of people talked about. I'm trying to be impartial, but I heard people recommending it very often. And it's told, even though it's in deep play, it's absolutely worth the trip out here. And there's a lot of detail in the station. There's a lot of things to look at besides the cork board, but there's a lot of other ephemera all over the place that you can easily spend a bunch of time here checking it out and enjoying it. And the train noise broadcast, of the train coming through is quite phenomenal in person. It's totally
yes,
worth
it is. I can attest to that. Yeah. And for folks who haven't been to Burning Man, we use terms like deep playa, which essentially Burning Man gets less and less dense in its sort of art placement as you get further and further out from the core of the city. And you guys are just about as far out as you can get, isn't that right? Now, I'm assuming that was a deliberate choice.
Absolutely, right. The tracks skirt the edge of Black Rock City to provide plenty of space for the town to grow. And I suppose if Black Rock City continues to grow, it'll grow around the station. But as it is, we're right at the outskirts of the city.
And
we like the idea of it being the hell out, something that people can discover.
It's a destination.
Excellent. Well, with that, I think we'll wrap up our little Q&A here, and we thank Wes and also Hank, the artists that built this thing out in the real world, and we thank all the other people that were involved in getting it into alt space as well. And it's a delight to be out here again and to be with you, Wes. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're gonna go inside and sell tickets?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
can we go ahead and maybe. Wes is going to take his position in the ticket booth, and if you want to come in and queue up and let them know where you'd like to go.
That's great.
Hey Wes, I need
Hey,
to get
Doug.
to El Paso.
What's El Paso? Well, probably your best bet is take Western Pacific to Salt Lake City, and from there you can catch another carrier's train to El Paso. Perhaps I can set you up with a ticket to Salt Lake City. When would you like to go?
When's the next train leaving?
Eastbound 748, I think, a.m. Tomorrow.
All right, if that's as soon as I can get out of here, that's I'll take it.
That's yeah. I mean, it's either that or you're pedaling, right?
Right.
So here's where I would punch a ticket for you and hand it to you. So
All right, thank you. I'll
Thanks,
let the
man.
next person in line.
thanks for all your work making this happen. Howdy.
Who's
I
next?
see there's some.
How about you, Admiral?
Mark, you ready for your train
Is he
coming
muted?
tomorrow morning?
I think Admiral might be muted.
No. Oh, yes. Well, can I get a refund on that ticket?
Absolutely. We will refund your time and your money.
No, I'd like a ticket now to go straight to Hollywood.
Hollywood. Well, you can catch a train to San Francisco, and from there you could probably catch a Southern Pacific train down the coast. The Coast Starlight will take you into the LA station, which is beautiful.
Wow, and does the route between San Francisco and LA go along the water?
Yeah, it does. It travels through San Luis Obispo, Santa Barbara, Los Angeles. It's not our carrier, but I am familiar with that route, and it's beautiful.
Now, is there a possible way to get a ticket where I can stop and hang out and party at each of these locations, San Francisco and Santa Barbara, and then get back on the train?
Certainly San Francisco, because from there you're going to be catching another carrier. As to what the other carrier offers, probably Southern Pacific, that's up to them, really.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds good to me. So one to San Francisco, and then the next leg to Los Angeles or Hollywood.
Yeah, to Hollywood. Good luck and happy travels.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Next.
Next up, anyone? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm looking to get to Happy Town, USA. Do you have a train that goes to Happy Town?
We do not actually service Happy Town. Do you remember what state that's in?
I believe it's in South Dakota.
Are freaking awesome.
South Dakota, yep. Probably what you should do is catch a train, Western Pacific train to Chicago, and from there you can connect to you can catch a carrier to Happy Town.
Do you if we can't get a direct to Happy Town, is it possible to get something more immediate just off to Bliss?
Again, we don't. If you check the schedule, that's right here.
Oh, that's right. That's my bad. I didn't look. I really should have done my homework.
Yeah, it's all right. But Bliss, your nearest connection is probably Gerlach, which is just down the road. So you can catch a local. The locals will come through probably in the next couple hours. From Gerlach, you can connect to Bliss.
You know what? I'll take that one.
All right. Happy travels.
I'll reach in and grab that. And thank you very kindly. All right. We'll see you later.
Hey, I'd like to get over to Santa Cruz, but I don't really have any, and I can't really afford a ticket at this time.
Well, during our opening year, we rededication year, Western Pacific is free. So what you could do is travel to Oakland or San Francisco, and from there, you could catch a train Salinas, Gilroy, San Francisco, or Santa Cruz.
So it's free from the station out to the Bay Area?
To the Bay Area, and then from there you'd have to catch another carrier. Probably.
Okay. Okay, I was going to ask you if there was a charge for getting a ticket from here. I was asking you if there were going to be trains leaving at night maybe that I could be hanging around out in the train yard and.
Well, what you could do if you're feeling adventurous, there is a freight. So if you want to catch a passenger train, that'd be 7:28 p.m. Will be the next train leaving. But there's also a brief freight stop, and you could, if you're feeling adventurous, you could train hop to the Bay
Yeah,
Area.
that's what I was wondering because I don't really need to be in a passenger car. I'm fine with the coal car.
Sure. Yeah. It'll probably be a local. It won't be fast, but it will be going through Feather River, which is one of the most
good.
beautiful routes there is. So.
Oh, that's fantastic. Me and
I
my
Oh, I was just going to say I recommend a grainer because you can climb up on top of the grainer, and then you could, from there, you could see a lot of the sights through the Feather River, which is just has a lot of variety. It's a beautiful route.
Oh, fantastic. That's so good to hear. Me and
So
my
that
crew and our dogs will be very happy to hear that.
That travels through Portola, Marysville, Oroville, and then into probably Roseville. And from there, you'd have to catch another freight to the Bay Area.
Oh, fantastic. And is it safe to get off in those yards?
Train hopping is not safe, but safe. We'll say safe-ish.
Okay.
Safe-ish.
All right. Well, thanks for the tips.
Yeah, you're welcome. Happy travels.
Will do. Thanks.
Oh, hi. Do you want to come around to get a ticket?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out this computer thing. Oh,
The computer thing. Come around to the ticket
you
window.
don't recognize me.
We recognize your voice.
Recognize my voice.
It sounds like Joe. I don't know how you.
It's Joe.
Right. It's Joe. Green and blue. Hank, you want to help me in here? You can be in charge of whiskey.
All right. I'm going to pour the whiskey. Coming over the window now.
Yeah, who stole the ticket punch?
Half a mile. Hey,
Hey.
I get a ticket to film. I want to go visit some really cool friends.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, ticket leaving or train leaving tonight. 7:48, I think, or 7:28. I can't remember now. You'd have to look at the schedule, perhaps. And hold on, adding you as a friend. And then from there, you could catch any number of locals to Felton and that area. You could also train hop with another passenger.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Our other passenger, Espresso Buzz, was also going to that area.
In 1,000 feet, your destination will be on the left.
Oh, is that right?
So 1,000 feet, and your destination will be on the left.
There you go.
Okay, soonest train I can get there.
Okay, we'll see you here.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Hello.
That's great.
Hello.
Your destination
Where are you headed?
Are you getting on the train?
Yeah. You need a ticket?
Okay.
I need one ticket to Easy Street.
Easy Street. Okay, so we don't. Western Pacific doesn't serve Easy Street, but you can catch a train here to Chicago, and from there you can catch another carrier to Easy Street.
Nice. Sounds good. I will take a ticket.
All right, so I'll set you up with a ticket to Chicago. When would you like to leave? The next passenger train leaves at 7:48 a.m. tomorrow morning, Eastern.
I will take it.
Okay. Happy travels.
I will find a
What?
place. to lay down.
We hear a train coming in now. What train is this?
That's probably just a local that is not stopping at the. You haven't heard a passenger train stop since we've been here, I don't think.
So just passing through.
Just passing through.
Okay, I've just got a special request. Any chance I can get a ticket to New York City, like straight away?
Not directly, but we can get you to Chicago, and from there you can probably catch a Norfolk Southern or a Conrail train to New York City.
You know what? I'm going to turn in my ticket to Bliss, and I'm going to go to New York City.
That sounds good.
That came out wrong.
If you can't make it there, it's hard.
Can't
It's
make
hard
it.
to imagine you can't make it anywhere, right?
That's right. That's right. All right. To New York City I go.
Okay. Off to New York City.
That's great.
Still over here. Is the drone? Where's the drone? Oh yeah, the drone's watching. Watching behind me.
The lurker. Pale lurker.
Pale lurker. Let's see who's
Fabulous.
still here. Probably off to the next. Hello. Did you need a ticket?
No, but I'm just enjoying the whole show, especially from here because you can actually have the whole experience. You can see people and you chatting away and selling tickets. I'm just enjoying the show.
All right. Enjoy. It's good to see you.
Thanks.
I'm glad you made it to our Golden Spike ceremony here, which is happening around you.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Oops. All right, Hank. That's it's a wrap. Where'd Doe go?
Fabulous.
Did we lose Doe? I was surprised to even. Right. So that's kind of crazy. Like she was driving. Well, she had her laptop open next to her.